Y'all chime on in, chime on in.
Yeah, what he said.
For sure.
I can't hear myself, but
You
it's
can't
all
hear
right.
us?
If y'all can hear us, say hey, yeah. I don't know what you did to mine, but I can't hear me. But that don't mean they can't hear me. I can hear me now. There I go. What up, Chris? What up, Chris?
Chris in the building. What up?
Chris is in the building.
Let me take care of some of this.
Oh,
The back end of this.
He done got started already.
Yeah.
Y'all already know.
Y'all chime on in, chime on in. When you get in, go ahead and
chime
press a like for the algorithm, please. If you're chiming on in right now, share to a friend. But if you don't share, at least hit that like button for us.
Yes. Like, subscribe, share, participate. You know. That's what we do. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, what everything should be straight.
What we talking about today? What we talking about today?
What's on the menu for today? Let me get this mic in order over here, y'all.
Let him work that out.
Yeah.
Let him work that out today. So today, I'm just letting you know who I am, because he over there doing something. I am Treasure Cheltenham, and I am one of the hams.
And I'm Sean Cheltenham, and I'm one of the hams.
And together we are
the
hams.
The hams, y'all.
And you are watching and listening to The Cure.
This is The Cure. Y'all chime on in and tell your friends. And let them know what we doing here every Wednesday night.
Tell a friend, be a friend, see a friend,
every hump day at 8 p.m. Y'all hit us up.
What was your day like today?
It was cool. Yeah. Had some really good conversations with some very good friends at work. And
look at you.
It was cool. It wasn't a bad day. It was just hot. Yeah. Like around 2:00, it really got hot up in there.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. People been at work complaining about how hot it is. And I'm like, listen, in about another month or two, you're going to be wishing it was 90 degrees. You're going to be hoping, praying for 87. I'm telling you, so enjoy it while the enjoying is good. Because we almost to the point where we got to start closing these windows again.
Well, I like it when it's 80, 85 degrees every day. I mean, it'd be nice if it was like that every day out here in Vegas. Vegas would be prime real estate then.
Man. Yeah, Chris, it's warming up for real. And they out here complaining about 90 degrees. Like, you better say something when it's 119 degrees. What is you over there doing?
Fixing my volumes because you keep moving them around.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
If you stop touching.
Ain't nobody did nothing.
Jesus.
Ain't nobody did nothing. Yeah, it's almost swim season, man. My middle daughter, she became a lifeguard. So she out there.
She out there.
She out there saving babies at your nearest pool.
She doing something out there. Or she either saving them or watching them drown. Either way, she out there. Y'all be careful now, you hear?
That's terrible. Now I can't tell them where she work at.
I be like, that's my baby. That's my baby.
That's terrible. So anywho, it's crazy.
Y'all don't fret. She passed her
oh no, she went through some extensive training.
Her swimming training with flying colors. Even though she had arm floaties on when she did.
That's terrible.
Nah, she could swim, y'all. She swim very well. She swim good enough to drag one of y'all back home. I tell you that.
You gonna make it. You gonna make it.
Yeah.
So we talking about tonight, y'all.
We talking about tonight.
Tonight
is Wednesday night hump day.
Yeah, and this is what we talking about. First of all, we've been together 12 years.
12 years.
We've been married 5.
5 of them.
So
get with the program.
Or let the program get with you.
If you just now chiming on in, go ahead and press the like button for the algorithm. And if you're feeling froggish, go ahead and share to the homies or the friends or your family.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to find this
email
you sent me, baby.
All of that is what he said.
This is it right here, baby.
Oh, he's looking for his email.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You did.
Save to the desk tizzle.
Oh, not the desk tizzle.
Yeah, for shizzle dizzle.
Good evening, Roddy is in the building. Thanks for tuning in.
If you're chiming on in right now, go ahead and send out a like. And if you're feeling froggish, go ahead and share to the homies and the friends.
Share to and tag them.
To the homie lover friends.
You dig? So tonight we talking about setting your goals together and building a shared vision for the future.
Oh, you just gonna drop the elbow?
Oh,
I mean, Jesus.
I just wanted to make sure they could hear me, you know, out there in Potter Vision world. You did.
Part of it.
So, yeah, we talking about why it's important, first of all, to set goals, especially in a marriage. Before you get married, you need to establish that you, first of all, you two are on the same page. That's very, very important.
No, here we go again.
Don't restart nothing. Pick a time. Snooze.
Oh my God.
Every time he messes with stuff.
No, it's every time
he mess with stuff. He come
she
in
don't
here,
check the system before she do, what she do.
We listen, we had, are you supposed to come in here and do that?
Let's do
You know,
Saturday.
so now he over here, we about to, the whole computer about to restart on some updates simply because he wasn't paying attention. That's all I'm saying. You know, he always messing with stuff. He over here pressing buttons.
She the one over
clicking
here
on stuff.
She the one over here primed the thing up, and then now
all I did was turn everything on. That's what I was supposed to do. That's what I did.
Nah.
Chris, you're right about that, man. That seems to be the biggest issue. Nobody knows
what
they want to do in life. And I don't think it's that they don't necessarily know. They don't have open conversations about it. And what I mean by that is, it's like asking kids in an elementary school, what do they want to be when they grow up? You got everybody raising their hand. Little boys, I want to be a fireman. Another little girl, little boy, I want to be a police officer, right? So, and that's
what you got, that one in the back that say, I just want to be a cheap thought demon.
Now that's terrible. And that's a whole nother show. But
she want to be on the stroll.
Oh no. Oh, now see, some strolls are better than others.
Busting people down.
I can't believe I actually said some strolls are better than others.
Like you said it like you knew.
I mean, I've read.
See, why my laptop want to do an installation when we trying to do what we doing?
I don't know.
This is how we do
Chris he says, I don't know, Treasure. I think a lot of people are silent because they really don't know. And there could be some truth in that, Chris. We are living in a strange time, man. There could definitely be some truth in that. But that's why you have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have those conversations. Like,
what conversations we don't have? What is he talking about?
Like setting goals. What are you looking for in life?
Oh, yeah. We definitely don't do that.
And it's usually you think about when you start a relationship, right? When you on your first date or whatever, you ask the person, where do you see yourself in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now? You usually do that. I mean, most people over 30, maybe.
Well, yeah, hopefully they doing it younger, but
but that's not, that's not true in the time we live in. But most people who are at least over 30 are doing that. They're going, hey, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years? Like, what are you trying to do with your life? What are you trying to, and that right there alone, depending on how that person answer, will tell you a whole lot about them.
It do.
And it will tell you if they at least took some time to think about what they wanted out of life and if they were going to even attempt to set some goals. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about New Year's resolutions either, because those are meant to be broken. I think when you set goals, it also it builds a bond in your relationship.
It do.
You know what I'm saying? Like it builds.
Well, it lets the person know that you with that you both align for the same, thing that you're trying to get done.
So. Right. Like it creates that sense of purpose.
Yeah.
Like there's a common ground between the two. There's a common goal, whether that be to make sure that all the children go to college, or whether that be to make sure they don't have to pay for college.
Right.
Like there's some sort of goal within that relationship that you establish that you both work towards. And we're going to talk about a little bit about working towards the same goal as a married couple, and talking about it, as an individual, because sometimes they kind of go hand in hand. Babe, what is you over there doing? Why every week you over there doing some weird shit?
Why are you worried about what I'm doing? It ain't bothering you.
Because
it ain't bothering you.
I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm saying.
Well, concentrate. Don't watch me.
Oh my God. It's hard not to when you over there just doing stuff.
This
is what I got every week. Every week.
Every time.
Chris says
every time I close my eyes.
He got to disagree. Women don't want a guy too serious on a first date.
Well, it depends on, You know,
I
is you
disagree.
date? Is you going on a date on a purpose though, or you just dating? Like, what you doing?
And is you dating a girl or a woman? Just because you're a female, don't mean you're a woman. It just means you're a female.
It depends, man. Like, if you just going on a casual date, then I mean, ain't nobody gonna be talking about you know, what your plans is.
Yeah, now if you're not, and I agree with that. Like if you going on a date, where you're really trying to get to know the other person, meaning you're trying to see if there's a future with you and this other person, you're trying to learn about them, then yeah, them some questions you need to ask. You like kids, you got kids, you want kids, like what's your religion, what you practice, like those are questions that you got to ask because
Yeah, but if you just trying to get if you in a phone because it's movie, like they say it's movie night, like it don't be your name in the well, don't worry about it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you know,
like if your shit come up as Taco Bell,
right, or food, instead of your name being there, it say food right there next to the
right?
number. Then yeah, you probably shouldn't be talking about your goals on those particular dates.
Well, you ain't never. I mean, them ain't dates.
Them is like, you know, jump offs.
Them ain't dates.
Those are Uber dates.
You don't take a jump off on a date.
That's an Uber date.
That's not even that. Because you don't take somebody that you just bagging on a date.
Well,
that's not what people do. Because especially men, like, dude, I ain't no man, and I could tell you, ain't no man for to just take your ass on the date when all he trying to do is hit. That's it. Like that's not even gonna compute with his thought process.
Nah, he ain't even trying to like put clothes on. He really just like
he in sweats and some flip flops.
He in his Nike shorts and his Adidas flip flops
and a tank and a wife beater with
one sock on,
with
one
a wave cap
and a wave cap.
Right. Something about that you pick the Taco Bell up on the way over here, like looking ass. What you mean? So Chris says, well, my experience, I suppose, is just funny. Today's women are not women. They are hardly even adults, and that's the ones that aren't mentally ill or drug addicts.
Well, I'm sorry, man.
Maybe that's the part of town I live in. I don't know.
I'm sorry that things ain't up to par over there where you stay at, Chris, but there's somebody out there for you. You just got to keep trying, man.
Well, no, this is called The Cure, so we're not gonna give no vague responses.
He still got to keep trying. You got to play the odds. I mean,
you do,
and he ain't gonna meet nobody if he ain't meeting nobody.
And it's a numbers game, but you got to also understand too. You attract what you put out.
So true that. Yeah, you are what you eat.
So the energy that you're putting out, you may need to correct it. Meaning, you might feel some type of way with this chick just from looks alone or something she may have said that triggered something in you that didn't have nothing to do with her as an individual. And so you start putting out, a certain type of energy. Well, people match energy. So you are what you eat, like Sean says, but what you put out is what you're going to receive. So at some point, if you keep attracting the same shit, you need to look at a couple things. Go to a different location, try different tactics, even within yourself, because and this is for women too. We often say that I want this and I want that. That's like the women who want these 6-figure men and they in apartments. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to show for that they can even equate to be on the level of a 6-figure man, to talk to him on a spiritual level.
I mean, that really a person who's in the 6 figures really don't.
Greetings, Earthling. Red Pharaoh in the building.
They don't care how much money the girl really making. Like, that's not even a requirement that's only y'all's requirements.
Facts.
Like, dudes don't care about that. What we care about is if you feminine, you look good, and you ain't finna be arguing me about shit. That's what we really care about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all that other stuff, like your degree, that means nothing to us. Absolutely nothing.
But what I mean when I say that is you still you can't be a ratchet bitch thinking thinking you finna go meet a 6-figure dude and he's finna wife you. Like, that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with how much money you, and I'm not talking about that. I'm saying when I say bring something to the table, I mean on a spiritual, emotional level, the things that man lacks is what you need to bring. So it's like, if you can't like at least be that, then how you figure you finna even be in the same ballpark as this dude?
Well, no, what I
Chris says, "Wait a minute. You got these men on one." They said,
what
"Wrong.
what?
Yes, I do care how much money a woman makes. I'm done rescuing women. No more of that." See, Chris, that's why you're not meeting the right chicks.
Yeah, who said you had to rescue anybody? That ain't what I'm
That's not
saying.
what we said, Chris.
What I'm saying is that it look, no matter what, if she not helping you trying to meet your goals, then she just not the one for you, period. Like if she not aligned with what you got going on, then y'all don't need to be together no way. She gonna be a hindrance to you.
Exactly. And the thing is, a woman should not be a hindrance. She should be a helpmate, which is what she's for. Like she should be there to help you, support you, push you forward. And likewise, because that's what you're going to do
Whether
naturally.
it be money, whether it be whatever. But what I'm saying
She's
is
supposed to multiply.
is it that, it's usually it's
Doug's
usually
so
hardly
stupid. Captain
it's
Sable.
usually hard. Hey Doug, you about to get kicked off Facebook again. Every time you get on Facebook, they kick you right up out of here. They like up somebody behind the computer right now talking about Doug is back.
There
Clack,
you
clack,
go.
clack, clack, clack.
It's the Bartuli man. An addition. No, definitely Red Pharaoh says an addition. And that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be an addition to what he already has, meaning you're here to go, you know what? I would like to add to that. Here's some of my wisdom. Here's some of my caring. Here's
Hopefully
some of my loyalty.
got some wisdom.
What? No, we're not talking about. We ain't talking about. We're not talking about them.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about them. We talking about a woman.
Oh, okay.
Like this is what we, especially the ones who are trying to, capture the you 6-figure men out there. So, those are the things you gotta be able to have. Chris says, that's what I love about you. See, you're real. The problem is today women are morally, financially corrupt is the truth. Yeah. Well, yeah. And that's because they watch too much, social media and shit. And we don't have big mamas no more. And we don't have big mamas no more across the board. It's not just in like certain cultures and communities. And like it's everybody.
Ain't nobody trying to save nobody. If you feel like you putting
Chris said, "Yep, Captain Save a Hoe." That's OG talk.
If you feel like you gotta save a motherfucker, you shouldn't even be trying to talk to them in the first place. Period.
Not at all. And that's what I mean by having these conversations, because what comes out of her mouth.
It sounds like y'all doing bad out in the streets, man. Like,
that's because y'all don't know how to look for
that's
shit.
What it I mean, no, it sounds like they actually doing bad out there from the consensus that we getting up on here, man.
Man, I done heard it from the men and the women. Like the women been saying that the dating game is just completely off.
What?
It's like,
well, what y'all gonna do about it? Oh, I'm so glad I don't have them problems.
Terrible, man.
That sound like other people's problems. That's what it. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Hey, I can feel your pain. I understand.
Let's talk about how some of these
they make pills for that.
Don't tell them about no more pills. Don't take the pill. It's been recalled, I'm quite sure. Let's talk about how some of these goals can kind of enhance the communication, trust, and unity within a relationship.
Okay, go ahead.
So, like, if some of y'all chime on in, let me know what y'all talking about, what you think. Because let's think of it this way. What's one of our common goals, right? One of our common goals is what?
Long term or short term?
Doesn't matter. Short term, long term, any term. Like, what's one of the things that come to you right off the top of the dome?
I think our monthly goals is to maintain peace at all times. I think that's one of our biggest goals we have.
To maintain peace within the house.
Period. Peace, tranquility, and prosperity.
So
is our goals every month.
Right. Let's go with that for right now. Let's go with that. So check this out, y'all. What he said, that is a common goal for us to have peace within ourselves, within our home, within our relationship, with our children, our loved ones, blah, 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 right? So let's talk about that.
You got some more of this stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I'm about to do this one.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So let's talk about that. And what I mean by this is we communicate to each other when our peace isn't right. I mean, y'all seen the episode like a week or two ago when we were talking about saying you're okay and you're not okay. We communicate that to each other. So that builds trust. That builds integrity. That builds communication to be able to know I can go talk to my husband when I'm not feeling okay. and I need to just kind of express myself and I need to vent, I can go, babe, I just need you to be my soundboard right now. I don't necessarily need you to give me any advice or nothing like that. I just need you to hear
you gonna get this
what
advice.
I need to get off of me, or vice versa. And so being able to do that, it builds a certain type of bond with one another that you can't get with the friendship, a best friend, a brother, sister, a mom, or dad. You can't get that. It's very sacred, it's very intimate, um and it's a blessing to be able to have it. So that's something that you, in a relationship, when you do it that way, you build that type of bond. You know what I'm saying? Because he trusts me, I trust him, and we've proven to each other that we would never, first of all, turn each other's information against each other. You know what I'm saying? So because sometimes you can be very vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? You could be very vulnerable, and nobody wants to be vulnerable to the point where they go, see, I knew it. I knew you was going to do me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that. So just to be able to trust each other, to know that we love each other and we're loyal to each other and we respect each other enough to just go, I need to let him do what he needs to do. I need to let her do what she needs to do or say. And I just need to be here and listen. And then if the person asks,
Chris, oh man, Chris got problems.
I'm
I'm just saying, man, Chris, man, hey, you all right over there, buddy? I mean, man, like
he said the guys with the most game have words, the right words, and they live with a mama. Us guys that aren't good enough do make six figures.
What, Chris? What make you not good enough? I don't understand.
And see, and that's the thing, Chris. Like, the way you perceive yourself, or the way you put it into the
us
the
guys
energy,
are not good enough. You're gonna have to explain that.
He says, I don't think relations or relationships like that exist on a wide scale. I think relations like that, it probably cut off. I don't want to say that it doesn't exist.
Relationship like what?
What we're talking about.
Oh, like what we doing right now?
Right. Like the communication and being able to trust one another.
How do you think a relationship's supposed to?
Well, no, I don't think what it is that.
I'm confused as some bitch.
So think of it this way. Think of it this way.
It might be the drink.
Think of it this way. Hi, baby. College graduate, soon to be graduating May 18th. Y'all give it up for Miss Ice is in the building.
It might be the drink. You know what I'm saying?
I think of it this way. You know how when you start, you start getting. Well, see, no, Chris. You say women want to play. No, they don't. Girls do. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, the bitches you talking to ain't women. And you gotta see that from right off the rip. He says, why am I not good enough? Because I don't do dope. I don't do tattoos. I don't do bullshit. I'm all about the business. And so, I mean,
yeah, there's people out there.
Okay, I'm about to tell you. He said, what's the difference? I'm about to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you the difference, Chris. A girl is going to allow you to send her stupid ass text messages early in the morning, like, sup. A girl will allow you to do that. A grown woman will either not respond or will immediately block you for that, right? A woman is going to compliment you when there's time. She's going to nurture you. She's going to be loyal to you. She's going to respect you. She's going to honor you. She's going to value you as long as you show and prove that you that dude that is worthy of receiving all of those things. A woman is going to be in her femininity at all times when dealing with you and making sure you understand who she is. A girl, on the other hand, she ain't nowhere near that level. You gonna get the why you ask me all these questions? Cause I want to. I'm finna go over here. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. You gonna get that ratchet bullshit. And that's why I say you're talking to girls, not women.
I think Chris should chime on in so we can get better content.
Yeah, women. Come on, Chris.
I mean, it just don't sound right that there ain't nobody out there.
Yeah, for real. We're going to have to do a whole dating show just for Chris, man. Chris,
put the link in the chat.
The link is in the chat.
And if you're feeling froggish, Chris, come on in. Come on, jump on in.
Click it, man, because
we can figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah, for real. He said maybe it's Vegas. Hey, Vegas, listen, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. Let me tell you about a couple of dating experiences I had out here in Vegas. Ooh, I got to be real careful with one of these. I had this one dude I was talking to. I forgot how. I think we met on like a dating app, right? I'm gonna speed it up. We met on a dating app. We talked for a little bit. Had a great conversation on the phone. It was great. Decided, hey, let's meet up. Let's have a drink. Let's get to know one another, right? This dude was absolutely gorgeous. So me being me, I'm like, I can pull him. I don't really care about how you look. I mean, I do, but I don't. But I need to see really what you got going on because I done been with model looking dudes with bodies and all. I've been there, done that, right? So I'm just like, okay, it's whatever. So I meet this dude. He's beautiful, just runway model beautiful. And we get to the bar, we drinking, and this dude has no conversation whatsoever. Like it was like I was talking to two different people on the phone. Like the person I was talking to on the phone, we were talking for hours to the point where we're like excited. We want to see each other. Get there, and this is my first year in Vegas, right? I get there, and he's just like nothing. When I tell you, I had to like ask questions to like pull conversation out of him, and I got nothing. So at the end of the night, I'm like, this is a dud, right? You know what he actually says to me before the night is over?
What'd he say?
He goes, I could swing the bat though. First of all, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, and I was like, really? That was one. I had another dude who was fresh out of prison, wanted me to braid his hair, kept staring at me, saying how gorgeous my eyes was, and I was this, that, and the third, and I was gonna have him fucked up. And
he said, "Come on and braid."
Wanted me to braid his
hair.
And then, yes, Chris, he said I can swing the bat. After sitting at the bar for about an hour saying absolutely nothing, that's what you come up with. This other dude, he says to me, you know, he wanted me to braid his hair. He first of all, first impressions are everything. I show up, it's kind of fall time. I got a sweater on, some jeans, some boots, I'm cute, whatever. He got on like a hoodie, some jeans, like dirty ass shoes, and like it was just rough. I was like, ugh. So then he was like, you know, you could drop me off right here in front of this apartment building. I'm like, what? So then fast forward, you know, we always have that thing, hit me when you get home, let me know you're safe. I do that. A lot of people do that. I don't have no problem with it. I get home. I say, hey, made it home. Trust me, at this point, I'm done. This fool says, you know, you fucked up, don't you? Like, this is the conversation. And I'm like, excuse me?
What does that mean?
I'm finna tell you. Because I went home. Like, I'm like, first of all, you showed up looking like a fake ass Bone Thugs and Harmony. Because that's what he looked like, Busy Bone with long ass hair.
I'm gonna miss everybody.
For real. Can't believe you're gone. So he says, you know, you fucked up, don't you? And I'm like, excuse me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just calling you to let you know I got home, bro. What's up? You know, you fucked up. You could have got some dick. What?
You could have got.
What?
Damn, these boys is good.
What?
Man, he got a whole lot of words.
Yo, man. No, for real. Like, it's.
Hey, I guess I'm doing good, buddy.
Hey, for real.
I don't even have to say nothing, cuz.
No. Listen. Those are not his predecessors. That was my first year being in Vegas. Like,
I don't even got to say nothing.
There weren't even people that I had even entertained. I had another one. This is all within the same year, God. Same year.
Here we go.
Who talks like that? That's what, Chris. That's what I want to know. And mind you, bro, at the time, I was probably about 28 years old, roughly.
All I'm saying is.
I was about 28 years old. It was, you know, so it was like, and this dude was probably about 30, 31.
All I'm saying is if you just now chiming on in, go ahead and press the like button. Press the like button, share to your friends.
Doug say go to the next one. Y'all want to hear about the next one?
Yeah.
I got two more, but that last one I can't.
Doug, you don't type too much. Just put like blink your eyes if you got something to say, Doug. That way you don't get kicked out for another week.
Oh my God. No, Doug, I know which one you're talking about, Doug. I'm scared to talk about that one. That one kind of, but so this last one, shout out to my best friend. I had to take one for the team situation. So she meets this guy. He got a cousin. I hate this shit, right? Because I'm like, I'm up next. So she was like, hey, he got a cousin. I'm like, so bitch, like, I don't want to go. So she's like, no, we gonna go on this double date, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, bet, whatever. So we go on a double date. We meet him at the Orleans, go bowling.
This why Chris can't find nobody, because y'all be
Man, no, I'm just telling you. So I know it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's because Vegas had me completely turned off.
It ain't
I
just
was
Vegas,
like,
it's
nah.
everywhere now.
It is, and that's why I'm
It
saying.
don't matter where you go.
That's why I'm saying, like, you gotta just be patient. So we get to the bowling alley. First of all, the dude's shorter than me. He was a cutie pie though, but he was shorter than me. And
He was shorter than you.
I really don't do shorter than me. Because
why you don't do
because
shorter?
if I put on some heels, I'm easily 6 feet.
Why do that matter?
It matters to me.
But why though?
Because you got to be tall enough to ride this ride. That's why.
That's so stupid.
I don't. That's my preference.
That's
you have a preference.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
but you have a preference.
No, that ain't what I'm talking about.
What you talking about?
What I'm talking about, he got disqualified because he was short.
It's
you
not
ain't even go see what he was about.
It's not that he got disqualified. What's up, sis? Leah in the building. Leah got to be over there taming Doug.
Yeah,
for real.
hey, watch Doug.
Keep an eye on him.
That way he don't get kicked out this week.
But no, it's not that you got to be tall for me to date you. I have dated men who I was taller than when I put some heels on. So I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that for me is an initial like, that's one strike. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else you got. And if you stupid after that, you have no chance. So anywho, fast forward, we hang out. We actually have.
She don't like midgets, Doug.
Nah, that's Sean's ass. We actually have a great time, right? We actually have like a super good time. We was bowling, we was laughing, joking. We were actually gonna go hang out with them, but it got super late in the morning, like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. So I was like, there's really no point in me coming over to your house at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because it ain't that type of party. So we was like, we going home. So dude hits me up and goes, this is what he says to me, Chris. I hope you still watching. This is what he says to me. Like that next day, he goes, hey, I'm gonna hang out with my homeboy for a little bit, and I'm gonna have him drop me off at your house. And in the morning when you get ready to go to work, you could just drop me off.
I'm doing good, cuz.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
They ain't messing with me, cuz. I'm 12-0, cuz.
Chris, I swear to God, Chris. Now this last one, Doug,
it's too many. You didn't win too many already.
Nah, but shit. Let me tell you, this last one is a doozy. How many times
you gonna go on a date?
This last one is a doozy. So met a guy.
Here we go.
This man was too perfect.
Here we go.
Follow me, y'all. Follow me. Had his owned his own home. Was married. His wife passed away. Had no kids. Was getting ready to retire from the business that he built and created. Visited him at his home. His home was immaculate. I've never seen no shit like this before in my life.
It was an Airbnb.
Listen, no, that was way before Airbnb was thought about.
It was a CB&B then.
So it's not even about they don't care. It's like
that was his cousin.
They're crazy. So the house was immaculate, right?
All I'm saying is I'm doing good out there.
When I got to the house, I'm checking everything out. Dude's swag is out of this fucking world. And I'm just like, this dude's too perfect, right? He's too perfect. So I go through the house, I'm peeping stuff out. And it was not an Airbnb. It was a shit. So, because, I checked.
It was an Airbnb.
So, he was real chill. You know what I mean? So kind of hung out with him on a couple different occasions. Just couple things I noticed was that he was always in business attire. He didn't really wear sweats, jeans. He had one pair of tennis shoes in his closet, right? And just a fly ass dude. So one day he says to me, hey, I want to take you on a cruise. I was like, I can't, he wanted to take me on like this 2-week cruise. I was like, I can't go on a 2-week cruise, so I got kids and shit, this, that, and the other. He was like, no, I'm gonna take everybody. I said, wait a minute. I said, okay, what's going on with this dude? So me being me, I'm like, I gotta figure some stuff out, right? So I proceed one night, we having a glass of wine, we talking, chilling, listening to some music, and I ask him a question. And I was like, hey, I got a question for you. I was like, hey, let's just say, you and I was together, whatever. Would you indulge in like, a threesome or anything like that with like another male? Now, I had my suspicion because I'm like, this dude's too perfect. He's like, when I tell you everything that I ever wanted in a man, like all wrapped up in one, dressed well, spoke well, had his own shit, like intelligent, conversation, was a fellow Libra. Shout out to us. All kind of stuff, right? When I say, I was like, something ain't right. So I said, would you engage? And he hit me with the, well, and when he said, well, I started packing all my shit up. I started grabbing shit. I was like, nah. He goes, well, if we was in another country or somewhere, and I got a little blase blah, I wouldn't, we don't tell nobody. I'm like, nigga, tell nobody. Nigga, I know. Like, what you mean? Cause yes. Because if you're gonna do it once, you're gonna do it twice, and you're gonna like it. He was just, yeah. So I couldn't get down with that. I exited stage left, pretend like I didn't know the dude no more, just disappeared off the face of this earth. But he's still out there in the world because I kind of saw him on the book and left it at that. But yeah, so it's not just for you, Chris. It's all the way around. Like, it's everybody. We all go through it.
Chris, you're gonna be all right, man. Just just close your eyes.
Chris, whatever you do not close your eyes.
Because man, it's getting crazy out
Keep
there.
Your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about some anecdotes from goal setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about some of that. He said hanging with Diddy. No, that's for real. For real. I'm not with it. Babe, let's talk about some anecdotes from setting goals.
Anecdotes?
Yeah, I got one. I got one right off the bat.
What?
Like how I manage our finances now. I'm not as broke anymore. That's an anecdote.
No, for real. What are you talking about?
No, for real. I'm serious. The goals of how we do our how we manage our money every month is a goal. You know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to be debt free, so we're managing our money a little bit differently. Where we're allocating it differently. Like we've done investments now. We've done I don't want to call it savings, but because it's really not. But we've done bonds and trust and things of this sorts. We play with stuff like that now. So for us, it frees up a lot of money. Even though I'm moving the same money, it's just how I'm moving it. So now I get to play with money. We get to go places. We get to do things. We get to splurge a little bit and still take care of what we need to take care of and not feel like, oh, I can't do this and that, or if something happens with the children. So that was an anecdote just on him and I having a conversation on finances and budgeting and how we needed to, move money around, and me understanding it, and finally just going, I'm going to do that. And, now look.
I guess with the finances, I just do.
He said I was having troubles. I'm back. Start over. What I missed, bro? You missed the stories, man. You got to go back. You got to go back. Oh man, it was good. I was telling you about the, okay. I'm sorry.
This the treasure show, huh?
He asked the question. All right, you be doing me like that. Don't nobody say nothing to you.
You asked me a question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right?
He says I'm always broke. Please do elaborate. That's a finance show, Chris. Stay tuned.
50, 30, 20.
50, 30, 20. He just gave it to you.
50% to all your bills.
All your bills.
30% to your pocket.
30.
So you can go kick it or whatever.
Go to the movies.
And 20% to savings. And if you want to break that 10% out of that 20 and put it in like a 401k or a Roth or something, you can do that too. But 50, 30, 20 should be how you break your bills down.
Start with that.
Yeah, start with that. And then you can, once you get good at that with the 50, 30, 20, then you can move on to more elaborate ways to make more money or to put your money.
Chris say for him it's 95.50.
That means that you're spending too much. Your minimum payments is too high.
They're way too high.
Yeah, you're spending too much on stuff. You need to start paying things off.
Wow. Ken said he just tagged me in something that related to the ratchet girl mentality.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, because they out there, they in these streets tough, man. They're in these streets tough, man. What's some of the goals that y'all want to establish in a relationship? Like when y'all get together, Doug, Chris, Red Farrell, Jordan, y'all let talk about it. Cause some of y'all married now. I's married now. Y'all been married for a minute. What was some of the goals that you and your husband or wife uh set forth? And how did it work for y'all? When one of y'all chime on in, you know what I'm saying? As we talk about, the importance of prioritizing your goals and whatnot. What'd you say, Chris? No, I don't pay minimum. I pay off ASAP to save on interest. Pay off house in 2 years. Pay off solar this year. Yeah, and even with the interest, I think the problem with that is that people get a bunch of shit that got interest and think because they paying payments on it, they're saving. No, you spending way more money.
Well, the faster you pay off your bills with interest, the supposedly the less interest you pay, unless the interest is baked into your bill. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Our first goal was home ownership. For sure. Well, y'all was successful with that, correct?
Right. I think they just bought
y'all bought a couple homes, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. Zero interest, yeah.
Credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. The sounds like you got things under control over there.
Yeah, because I mean, understanding your finances is a whole ballpark. That's a whole game on its own that people got to get accustomed to.
Yeah, good luck finding a chick that will be efficient in their financial goals.
You'll find one. You will. You definitely will find one because it takes the thing is it takes time when you start, putting yourself in a different bracket of people, and you're going to start having to be around those types of people more often. You can't no longer, like, especially if you're a 6-figure guy, you don't hang out with, you don't hang out with the others, just like they don't hang out with you. So, as crazy as it sounds and as fucked up as it sounds, that's just the truth, because you elevate to a different level of thinking. Like the people who make less money don't think the way you think. They just do not. They don't even understand some of the things that you do. They don't understand it. Like they don't get it. So it's you got to start surrounding yourself, being around the people that you're trying to attract as well. You know what I'm saying? It comes with a great sacrifice. My goal is to not need money in retirement. No, it does, Chris. And that sacrifice is huge, especially when you have like children and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like Chris's goals kind of align with mine. Before I retire, everything will be paid off. I won't have any payments
at all. Sincere, that's on our list, bro. That's on our list. Sincere says, I would like to get some acres down south and create a family compound. Now, not necessarily down south, but that is on our list to build our own family compound with our own streets. And, if your house is John, your name is John, that's what street you live on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said, as I've been elevating those types of people, I can't reach if I tried.
What type of people?
Are you talking about? Yeah, what type of people are you talking about, Red?
Yeah, yeah, man. Chris, I'll be, if everything stays the same the way it is, I'll be completely debt free in about 5 to 6 years. Completely, house, everything.
Oh, lower vibration people. So, okay. Let me explain something to you about lower vibration people.
Did they like the clubs?
All right. So you've ever held two magnets in your hands, right? You feel that pull, right? One wants to go another way, one wants to go the other way, and then finally, for whatever reason, it gets on the same length, and then they just click together, right? When you dealing with somebody of lower vibration, you're gonna have every sign that tells you to run. If you don't, that's on you. Your gut is going to tell you to pull away. Your body is going to want to retreat. Every time that person says your name, calls you, whatever, you're going to want to go the other way. And 9 times out of 10, they are too. because that's what happens when you're on when you're not on the same frequency, when you're vibrating lower than other people. There's no way you can either reach one or the other because you are completely on different frequencies. So people with lower vibration, if they're around you for an extended period of time, that's because you're both forcing yourself to be. And shame on you if you're doing that. Because I'm telling
He
you,
said, yeah.
what he say? For me, it's like I'm the light and they're the
He
roach.
crazy.
You walk in a room and niggas just scattered.
They was like,
Hey, but that's what it means. That's exactly what it means when you're vibrating high. Bro, listen, when I come around people and they move and they don't want to be close to me, I know what that means. I'm so good with that. I'm like, ooh, vibe on with your bad self, because that means the energy that I'm giving off to you is so strong and so powerful that your evil ass can't take it.
right.
And so you got to get the fuck away from me. And by all means, please hurry up and do so. Because
Well,
I need you to part it like the Red Sea so my people can come to me.
well, as you get older, I guess you figure out what you kind of know what you want to deal with, what you don't want to deal with. Now, if you,
Chris said, I'm not sure vibe is what I'd call it.
if you out there trying to play the game, then I guess the fault is your own. You know what I'm saying?
Then the game's on you.
Right.
Because the thing about it is you can run, but you can't run from yourself. Because like Sugar Free said, it everywhere you go, there you are. He said, yeah, I'm good with it. I feel so much happier and at peace. You do, bro. Listen, you really do, you genuinely do. Like when you walk out the door, you smiling, the sun is shining, everything is copacetic, and it's just pure chaos around you. But you just like, shit, over here in this world, we good. And so, like I say, if I step in the room and you leave that motherfucker,
Yeah, I think everybody should learn how to live with themselves first before they start
you have to,
trying to live
man.
with everybody else, because people crazy.
You have to. There's no way you can't be at peace with you and try to be at peace with somebody else. There's no way you cannot be happy with yourself and try to be happy for somebody else or help somebody else be happy. You know what I'm saying?
People look crazy out there, man. They don't even know what they want for themselves, let alone what you supposed to provide for them.
Bro, you said it. It starts with knowing and learning yourself and taking responsibility of self. That's a conversation that's like ongoing, taking responsibility for you. And so far, and not just men, women, we all do it. Like we are not accountable for the shit that we do or don't do, or we don't even hold ourselves accountable.
We're
And it's like,
accountable. They just don't. Most people just don't know that they're accountable. Something gonna happen. There's gonna be an effect to the cause.
right. No, you're right, Reggie. You're right. And Chris says what he see in this world is very few people think about the future or even later on today. Everyone is all about the moment. And me, I'm about working on a better future. And that's the thing. You got to understand that the future, you know what I'm saying? The past reflects on the future. The present is the future. Because even though you're in the present, that's still the future. And then it's also the past. Imagine that. Because what I just said 3 seconds ago was at one point the present, future, and past. But maybe that might be too deep for some people. That might be too deep for some people. Hey, yo, the shadow work, bro. Let me tell you something, and it is never ending. When you do shadow work, it's ugly. It ain't nothing pretty about it. There's some highs, there's some lows, there's some midpoints, there's some some things that kind of fill out a little bit and they kind of smooth sailing for a bit. But when you do shadow work, that shit is ugly because you got to deal with everything that's negative about you. And then when you notice it, you realize, damn, I don't like that about me. I've been doing that to people. I've been saying shit like that this whole time. Man, shadow work, Chris. Shadow work is when you reflect on yourself, bro. It's when you really take time out to learn you and find out who you are and what you like and what makes you, what's your triggers? Why do you think the way you think? And sometimes that shit, it get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because you find out some things about yourself you didn't know and you don't like. Miss Dawn is in the building. What up, Dawn?
Dawn in the building.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, baby? How you doing, baby?
Chris says women, it seems, want me to take responsibility for them, and I'm not having it. And that's why, yes, I will meet women, but I dump them just as fast.
Well, hey, everybody need a job interview.
Chris is still taking applications.
Chris know when to fold them. I tell you that.
Yo, say it again. Look, Red Pharaoh says, and the universe makes you handle it alone. No calls, no help, just you alone with your demons.
Yeah, man. And sometimes them demons, you can have a whole party.
Them demons, man. Them demons, man. Them demons. Don't let them demons whoop your ass. You better win. Run for your life.
Yeah,
because they will come for you.
Yeah, man.
They will come for you for real. He said, demons and my money. Chris, I'm not messing with you. I am not messing with you tonight, man.
Chris said he's trying to keep his pockets.
Right. Like, come on with it now. So listen, what are some of the strategies out there for achieving goals together as couples? Like, let's talk about it. What's some of the strategies that we can do? Casting college life.
I mean, you would think it was self-obvious. It's obvious what the strategies would be. Like, first of all, if you don't know, if you don't have goals set for your own, purpose, how you gonna do a goal with somebody else? Like, one of the strategies should be get your shit in order. That way you can help somebody else get their shit in order.
So you can understand it and recognize what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Like,
man.
this is what it looks like to set a goal, to set out and establish.
Right. A lot of people say they got goals and don't have no precepts. Like, they don't even know how to get to the end goal.
Like Crazy Legs on Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. He was like, yeah, I got goals.
Yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is that people be talking about how they so goal driven and ain't got an engine in the car to even drive anywhere. Like put some precepts in order, step by step. Like write it down. I mean, things kind of work out better when you write it down and then follow the list one by one. But if you're trying to wing the list, if you one of them people that can't do the list in your head, you need to write it down. That's one of the strategies is writing it down. That way you can
That's for you, Don.
Oh, I was wondering. I thought you was throwing up gang signs. I was
that's
like,
a heart.
I didn't know what you was doing. It looked like Blood Hood over here.
Oh,
yeah.
No, that's a heart. For let me do it like this. Is that better?
Yeah, that looks like
That's better.
Yeah.
That's for you, Don.
Yeah, but yeah, your communication skills have to be up to par, especially if you're trying to work with somebody. And if you goal driven, if you're goal driven, you're gonna want to do whatever it takes to get to the end. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be trying to slow play or act like you know something that you don't, or you're gonna be true with the whole situation.
Absolutely. And to chime on in what Don said, know that you can grow separately and together. And I think that's really big, because I don't think that couples understand that you're going to grow separately as an individual, not meaning you're going to separate from your significant other. It just means you're going to grow separately, but also together. And Sean and I have done a little bit of that at the same time, and it was though it was weird, it was very fulfilling. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, on stuff that's goals, I'd rather you come to the table and say, "Hey, that's a nice goal or whatever that you got laid on the table, but I'm still trying to fix me in these certain areas, and that don't align with what." Like, I'd rather you be truthful and tell me what the real deal is instead of saying, "Yeah, we could do that," and then when I'm looking for you to help meet the situation, and you coming up short, it's going to look like you defiant of the goal instead of saying that I wasn't capable of completing the task in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but that still goes back to knowing yourself and knowing what you can handle. I'd rather you be self-driven, making sure yourself is completely okay. You know what I'm saying? That way you can pour into somebody else or another situation.
Absolutely.
That I ain't talking about being selfish. I'm talking about giving yourself enough love or whatever you got going on to handle your own situation. That way your mind can be open for new goals and new things with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Just to kind of chime in on some of the stuff you guys are saying. So Red says, honestly, no matter how difficult in communication and what goals you have and what are your plans to get there and what both people expect, because it may not be the same. And that's why the communication is, it's a necessity, guys. You have to be able to articulate to one another when you're not on the same page. And then when you set these goals, you're going to establish right then and there if they're the same goals. You know what I'm saying? Chris says for him, uh he being single, I set very high goals, nearly impossible to achieve. This is more financial than anything else. I try like hell to reach them, and if I don't if I don't quite make it, then at least I did better than I did set my sights so high. I don't agree with that. And let me tell you why. Because you are setting yourself up for failure deliberately, intentionally, and that's self sabotage. What you do is you need to have a big goal, right? Boom. That's your big ass goal at the end. But there needs to be the precepts that you take to get there closer and closer and closer and closer to that goal. And that way, like, once you get to that goal, you get to look back and go, I did this. I did this. Nothing is nearly impossible.
Maybe he's saying that he's more in love with the chase of the goal than he is of actually setting the end, meeting the goal at the end. So he's like, if I set a goal that's astronomical, at least I'm gonna get some of that shit done, and that puts me in a spot where I was better than the last time.
But that's the same difference in setting that goal that's astronomical and taking those little small baby steps to get to that goal. If you get halfway through,
I honestly think that, from what he's been saying on the chat here, that he is doing that. I just think that he's making the challenge harder so he can actually see how far he can push himself.
Okay, I see that. And then, yes, I do agree that you were selfless in the past, because trying to help your wife accomplish her goal is great. But what are you doing for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, chasing the dragon, as Doug says. He says you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah, I mean, just by looking at what he had posted before is a lot of the goals that he had set before. He was saying this and that. He's trying to pay for the house, this and that. And it makes sense that what he was saying. I understood what he was talking about.
Gotcha.
It's kind of hard to give all the content when
it's in text.
Typing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, that's why we make a good balance. But yeah, doing nothing. I used to be you, Chris. I used to do nothing for myself. My sister would get pissed at me. My kids would get pissed at me. Hell, my husband got pissed at me. It got to the point where it was like, listen, you're not doing the stuff for yourself that you need to do. You're constantly doing stuff for other people. So then for me, I'm like, nah, I don't want to be selfish like that. I need to do this for my kids. I need to do that. And I would put everybody else first. And so I remember one time, Sean gave me some money. It was funny too. And he was like, here, this is for you. And then he was like, he looked at me, he says, don't you buy the kids nothing with that. He says, that's for you. Do this for you. And I was like, and the first thought that actually came to my mind, hey baby. The first thought that actually came to my mind was doing something for the kids. And I was just like, I couldn't do it. I was like, oh, I gotta do something for me. And completely epic fail. Like I couldn't even think of anything. I was like, I don't know. And that's when it came to the point when I was like, dude, I really do too much for other people. And it's time for me to start living for me and doing stuff for me, with or without. You know what I'm saying? So
the thing in with that, man, if you're gonna be that way, don't get mad when you don't have nothing at the end of everything.
Yeah.
It's your fault. It's your fault, period.
For sure. Cause I mean, you don't even, a lot of times you don't even realize you're doing it.
Regardless.
You just don't even realize
you're doing it. But don't turn around and get mad because
I didn't do this and I didn't do that.
Right.
You had the opportunity.
That ain't nobody's fault but your own.
Yeah, you had the opportunity, and that goes with being able to go, yeah, well, I put myself in this situation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just to kind of sum it up, for those in the back, as a couple setting goals, man, you got to set goals, small ones, medium ones, big ones. There has to be common goals. There has to be individual goals. There has to be, and I mean, goals could be on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. You could write some shit out and be like, okay, by January or by June of this year, I want to be done, saved up enough money to go, on a ski trip in December, right? Whatever. So you got to figure out how much that trip is going to cost you. Now break that shit down. Let's say it's $3,000, right? Break it down. What is $3,000 divided by your 6-month period that you're going to be saving it up? What is that divided by your month period? What is that divided by the week? What do you have to make every week just to get to that 3,000? And that becomes, my dear, your small goals. Bow, to get to that bigger goal, that common goal, whatever that may be. And that's how you break that down. Like they say, how do you eat an elephant?
Yeah, one piece at a time.
One bite at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. And then one day you look up and you go, damn, I did that.
Well, Chris, and I appreciate you. Chris says the beauty of your marriage is you've been together a long time, so you are on the same level. And I think we were on the same level when we met, to be honest with you, for the most part. And we had the same goals then. They've changed slightly, but for the most part, they're the same goals.
Well, goals always get amended. So
yeah. Especially as
because
life,
life be life, and so situations change.
Life.
The way you lined it up has changed. You have to make. If you're not making those minor adjustments, you're gonna fail. You're gonna end up failing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you always got to make those adjustments.
What adjustments have you made?
On what? What particular what?
In our relationship. He does turn the TV down a little bit more now when he goes to bed, because every night I will wake up to John Wick killing 72 motherfucking people. At 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's how I practice my techniques. You know what I'm saying? I have to, visually watch it, and then that way, if something go happen in the mall, I can go ahead and John Wick everybody. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think I'm becoming a little bit more patient with people's indiscretions. Yeah, I used to get real upset. Now I'm just like, I just kind of talk to him about it.
He go, all right. You sure you want to do that?
You sure that's how you want to do
You sure this is the way you want to go?
Right.
And that's the thing too, because I've kind of turned into that too. My thing is hard head make a soft ass. So that's a saying that is so old. And when we were younger, we didn't know exactly what that meant until we started getting older, going, oh, I get it now. To speak of goals. Yeah.
Chris funny as shit. He said to be single nowadays. Read that one, baby.
To be single nowadays is very difficult to find anyone that's on my level. Nobody has their shit together. I'm 50, almost 51. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect a woman to have her shit together when she's in her 50s.
Right, for sure.
My target lady. So when you say have her shit together, Chris, let's elaborate. What you talking about?
He said almost 51. So he talking about somebody in particular.
He said he's almost 51.
He said, I'm 50, almost 50. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought he was saying someone else.
Yeah, he says he's almost 51.
Yeah.
To speak of goals with most women these days, their goal is wait, what? Is to finally do something with their life. My goal is to get ready to retire.
Yeah, so what he's saying is that they've been fucking up their whole life, and then now they want to use him to get right.
They say a white boy with good credit.
Yeah, Chris, man, don't fall for the okie doke, man.
Don't do it. What does that mean for a woman and a man? That's what I'm trying to find out.
What do you mean? What's that?
To have your shit together. That's why I say I want Chris to elaborate when he says I want. Is it
Well, it's easy. Don't bring no debt. Don't bring no drama. Be secure.
We wasn't asking you.
Oh, my bad.
We're asking Chris.
Oh, I thought this was my show. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is your show, but
Okay.
we don't want you to be an influence. We want to see.
Oh, my bad. Chris, go ahead. Tell him, Poppy.
So,
Chris, go ahead and let him know.
So yeah, because and the thing about it is we speak well, and we know how to give you we know how to give you exact, correct, and direct. We want to know, we want to hear it from y'all. He said monsters in her closet. What type of monsters? Roommates.
She got the elephant man bones in there.
He said drama.
As soon as you open the closet door, people just come out breakdancing. They be like,
He said dependent adult children.
Right. They 35 still asking
Still
mama for some Uber
mama,
money.
can I borrow your car type of shit?
Can I get some Uber money, ma? 35 years old.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay, dependent adult children. What you mean by monsters in our closet?
Right. He talking about them skeletons, you know.
And what's wrong with a roommate? Well, it's a lot of grown women with roommates.
What do you mean, roommates?
Yeah, what you mean, Chris? What you mean, roommates?
What kind of roommates?
What type of roommates you talking about? You talking about the baby daddy roommate? Yeah, I ain't no goddamn roommate.
Yeah, that's not a roommate.
I'm so sick of y'all with that. Yeah, I'm single, but I still stay with my baby daddy. But you ain't single.
You're not single.
He's single,
right?
But you not. Stop
right.
it. He said, I'm not bullshit. Never in my life did I ever think I'd be cock blocked by a 32-year-old son. No.
Oh, damn. Who said that?
No, Chris. That happened.
Hey, man. Chris, man.
Oh, my God.
I got $5 on your next beer, Chris.
Oh my God. And then Red said exactly. And then her son trying to run her life in dating.
Oh, damn. They tag team back
God.
again.
He said, yep, this is normal. That is
what?
Crazy.
It's normal?
Oh my God. John says, I think good credit is important. Love oneself, own something big, has a job or build. Hold on. The chats is moving. I got to go up here. Let me put it up here so I can actually read it. I think good credit is important. Love oneself, own something big, has a job or build a business, be successful at something, anything, have morals and values. She said anything, be successful at anything. Like that is not asking for a lot. Can you just be successful at anything? Like, right. Damn. You just, can you? Yeah, not be successful at not having a job. I'm successful not having a job. Right. Look at that. Yeah. No. Oh, that's crazy. $10. What?
Doug said I said I'm gonna give Chris $5 for the beer, and Doug said he gonna give him $10 for the shot.
No, for real, because that is terrible. Listen, that's real terrible.
That's a hard life. No wonder why Chris sound like the way he sound. He sound upset. Chris, you might need a hug or something, a group hug.
You need something,
Chris. Intervention.
Chris said, I'm sick of this shit.
He need an intervention.
Chris, what side of town you on?
Don't tell on yourself, because all them crazy girls gonna show up. just say I'm living, Chris.
Are you still in Vegas? That's all I want to know, really. Like, are you still in Vegas? Because, like, shit, that's a little deep.
He said, have our women bring something to the table aside from a pretty smile and a cute ass and debt. Yeah, for sure. That's what I said, man. That'd be like the biggest issue is
wasn't you guys talking about that?
Who?
You was talking about that earlier today, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was talking to the homies about that this morning.
Yeah. We was talking about the homies this morning.
What did you do?
I'm doing stuff.
What is you doing over there?
Stuff.
You distracting us.
Oh, see, look, now he over here on my laptop.
I'm just telling you what you told me, you know what I'm saying? I had to let you get a little taste of what you had said earlier.
He said, them single streets are unforgiving. Shaking my head.
Define morals and values, Chris. Don says. Don wants you to define morals and values. Can you do that?
And we gonna be quiet while you do.
I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna sit here and laugh.
I mean, but I'm just saying, don't engage.
Don't engage. Oh, don't talk for him.
Yeah, don't chime in. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, how do you set goals with someone for the future when they are buried in debt from their past? And then
you don't.
The
Chris.
only way to be with them is absorb it. Well,
you don't, Chris.
Don't you? It's not the only way to be with them.
Let my people go.
It's not the only way to be with them. I think you know, one of the goals is to get your ass out of debt. Like that's a goal right there.
No, they need to get their ass.
That's what I'm saying. That's you set that goal. Like, listen,
don't be using me as the.
We need to set this goal for you to get yourself up out of what you got yourself in.
Have me over here trying to figure out how to make more Federal Reserve notes so you can get out of debt. That ain't how this shit work.
Oh shit! Like, hold on. Red said what these video brainwashed females be looking for and living. He said, I don't think that's like elbows on the table. Morals, I give the respect I get. He said, morals, I give the respect I get. Well, I mean, I can see that.
We said we wasn't gonna chime in.
No, we said, I mean, we didn't say we wasn't going to chime in. We says we wasn't going to engage, meaning we wasn't going to put words out there for people to grab a hold to and utilize.
Oh,
we want them to utilize their own words.
That's what
that means.
Oh, okay.
Don says, hopefully one person is better with money than the other. And then you can teach the other person how to be better with money.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be coming with debt and
Nah.
then talking about we need to be going to Catalina next week.
Right.
Like,
and you got 3 payday loans out.
Be like, no, I'm going to Catalina.
You go pay them payday loans.
Right,
you need to go to work.
You need to handle your debt, homie.
She said, what? That means he has none. Because he said, morals, I give the respect I get. I mean, here's the thing. Morals are not conditional. Morals is something you have no matter what, no matter how somebody treats you, no matter what some other person says. That's not gonna ever change your integrity, your moral, your value of what you are to who you are and the people around you in your world. So that's why I asked that question, because I'm like, when you say morals, I treat people, I get that, but at the same token, this is what I meant when I said mirroring, because sometimes if you don't, and I know Chris, you're a little bit different because Chris will talk. Chris is a talker. So it's like, I don't think Chris has ever had a situation, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, where you haven't been able to articulate with a woman and have a conversation about things. So I think that you are just running into the wrong people during the wrong time.
Kristen had a horror flick. He got a whole Netflix special of how many people he done been with that done messed up, his thought process.
Okay, so he says, I have a lot and I know I'm high value, but I undersell. It's not for me to sell myself to a woman. I'm looking at women and what, if anything, they have to offer. So let me ask you a question, Chris.
Let me chime on in before you ask the question.
Okay.
Chris, you're right, bro. Never tell them how much you make. Never show them where you live. Never do nothing that's the norm, man. All like if they want to know how much you make, that's for marriage, bro. They want to know where you live. That's if you getting serious. Like, you need to put stipulations on everything, because some of these chicks, man,
that's not true, because you told me what you made, and we wasn't together 6 months.
Yeah, but I knew what I was getting.
Oh, okay.
Chris's problem is way different than mine. I married what I got.
So, in Red, that's what I'm getting at. I've learned that the same people we attract are reflections of ourselves in some way. Facts, bro. Facts. And that's why we're like easily identifying bullshit.
It could also be what you allow. So
exactly.
Though it might not be his self-reflections, it could be what he's allowing to be in his presence. You know what I'm saying? When he just gotta say, hey man, it's not for me.
I think so, Chris. What the problem is, he says the problem is I've tried to sell myself as a poor man, but I can't make the bullshit story stick. Listen, if you are so focused on about the money that you make in dealing with these women, you're dealing with the wrong women. That hands down. If the conversation is I can't tell her how much I make, then you can't talk to her. Like you should exit stage left immediately.
You shouldn't tell
like
nobody
you shouldn't
what
even
you
be able to conversate with this person.
But that's man principles. You should know. You shouldn't tell nobody.
I understand that. Absolutely. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you're thinking about that while you're engaging with this person, then that's probably not the person for you, because that really should not be what's on your mind.
Well, he thinking about that because he been slided already. So that's why he thinking about it.
He says, all I meet are broke ass bitches. He's trying to, sorry.
He's just trying to protect the bag. That's all. And he should make sure that all CIA, FBI, Homeland Security should be covering every bit of dollar you got in your pocket, because that's what 9 times out of 10, that's what all the ones you dating is trying to get.
That's what I'm saying. Like the ones that you're talking to, that's what they coming for. So it's like and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think you guys are hearing what I'm saying.
No, you're just not out. You're talking in woman language and not men language.
If you have to feel like you shouldn't be talking to her about what you make,
first
or
of all,
how much you
sweetie,
own,
it's not a feeling, it's a fact.
Well, okay, so if
you're talking in women language,
if you know you shouldn't be having this conversation with her, why are you even conversating with her? Is what I'm saying. Like that's why you shouldn't even get to that point where you dogging her out because you knew from the rip that she wasn't for you.
Well, I mean, a lot of times you don't know until you go on that date and you start talking. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you gotta.
But he said he'd been dropping them after that. Like he said,
Chris said they don't ever make it.
He said he go to the first date, they have a hot dog and some fries, and then, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not true. Crazy. That's not true, Chris.
What?
He says a woman that has her shit together wants a man. She doesn't need a man. That's not true. A woman that has her shit together, that's now what she needs.
I think that's both. It's both ways.
That's now exactly what she needs, because when you have your shit together, you're thinking of it from a sexual perspective, and I'm thinking of it from God's law. You're not complete until you've made that connection with the opposite sex become one.
You honestly think that these chicks is going on dates and using God's laws?
No, they're not. Not all of them.
You know what I'm saying?
Not all of them, especially the ones that Chris is dating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I give enough information for a woman to hang herself, and she always does. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, and if a person does, like if you put it out there and they hang themselves with it, that's what I'm saying. You already getting that answer.
Yeah. But I'd rather have the answer
it's a
quickly.
Numbers game. Yeah.
I'd rather have it quickly than to, you know, find out 6-7 months later when she done lost her damn mind because she thinks she didn't hit the lottery and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, for real. And that's the sad part. Like I say, if you are doing that and then you're finding out immediately, y'all, you ain't for me. You got the raw. Yep, he said that's how I get the quick answers.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Chris is doing it right.
Don says, I have my shit together and I want a man that is a leader in a man. I agree with you so much.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there for everybody.
They there, trust me. It's a numbers game, man. And it's a numbers game.
You know, maybe nowadays you got to look outside your state. It ain't like it used to be, where, you know, people was being taught the right way to deal with other folk. And times now it's crazy. People different. Like the world is selfish. All they care about is themselves. They care about themselves, but not enough to make themselves better, which makes no sense. And, you know, y'all got to have y'all antennas out for that type of stuff. That way you don't get hoodwinked into, you know, some weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes both ways, you know, unfortunately, especially the time we live in, you know, that, what was it, 7 men to 1 woman? I mean, 7 women to 1 man thing?
We 1 to 1 right now.
Yeah, those numbers have significantly
changed.
Used
to be more women than men. Yeah. But now we're 1 to 1 according to the Census Bureau. But, you know, they could be off a couple numbers, but they usually are pretty much accurate. Those people pretty much know what they're doing down there at the Census Bureau.
Right.
What?
No, I was agreeing with you.
Red said he moved to Atlanta.
And the universe moved him, and he wasn't expecting to be with who he's with.
Oh, okay.
Doug said, I would not make it in the current during world. That's so true.
Yeah, me.
I wouldn't make it in the current dating world.
Me either.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't either.
Hey, if something happened and we like, you know,
ain't nothing finna happen, nigga.
Like I said, if something happened, I'm just telling you. Just telling y'all. If something happened,
stay out my inbox.
I ain't never gonna be with nobody else.
I'm gonna be with everybody.
I'm not being with nobody. I ain't got time for that shit.
For real. Hey, what y'all doing? Getting off the subject a little bit, because we about to wrap this up pretty soon. What y'all doing for 420 coming up? 420 coming up. What y'all doing?
It's trash nowadays. People are shady as hell. You goddamn right. All these shysters out here,
man. And it seems like it's getting worse though, Chris. Because I swear to God, like even on friendships, on work ships, like you just got some scandalous.
It's everywhere, man. They scamming you. They calling you on the phone trying to get you to talk about we the IRS and we need to give you a social security. If you the IRS, you should already know my social security number, motherfucker.
Reggie.
What?
Reggie.
What Reggie said?
He said that's because most women have become men and men have turned into women.
Reggie, you goddamn right.
Somebody done said it.
Reggie.
Somebody done said it.
Come on now, Reggie.
Yeah, you got to burn some sage, all kind of shit. I told my wife the same thing. Something happens, I'm gonna be alone.
You goddamn right, sincere, because man, it's crazy out there in the street.
Okay. I see you, Dunn. Dunn says she going to Kush Stock to promote 420speeddating.com.
Oh hell no.
Okay, I see y'all. Hey, y'all stay tuned tonight. I'm gonna give y'all a little 420 song that was created by Miss Treasure herself at the end of the show. Cause since we're not gonna be able to do a 420 show because it's coming and going, so it's gonna be in between. So I'm definitely gonna ask y'all what y'all did.
Doug said people crazy because the food is bad.
Oh, for sure, Doug. For sure. We talk about that all the time. We was just watching a Netflix special on food and eating and what's it called? The twins, the 21 twins, or something like that.
It's on Netflix. Y'all check it out.
It's Our Thing Don't Work. I told them I'm moving into China and joining the monks.
Yeah, you're gonna be a Shaolin soldier.
Shaolin. Hey, real quick, we gonna what we gonna do? What you say, Don? Post your song on hightimelounges.com. It is free. I definitely will. I appreciate you for that, Don. I definitely will. But I mean, if y'all want to hear it real quick, we can get into it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just put it on y'all like that.
If y'all have any questions out there, chime on in. If you haven't, can you put up the call letters, please?
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. You just rushing me and stuff.
Just put it up there. Go.
Wow. See how you do me, y'all?
Just do it.
Don't rush me.
Do it.
Hit me at the last second. With
do it.
Talking about hurry up.
Do it. Hey, y'all follow us at YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. If you're froggish, chime on in.
Chime on in.
Tell a friend, let your people know that every Wednesday night is popping.
It's popping.
At 8 p.m. with the hams.
Popping with the hams.
All right, go ahead, play it.
Oh, now I get to do stuff.
Don't whine about it. Just do it.
Wow. All right, y'all. We're gonna play something real quick. Y'all tell me if you like it. You know what I'm saying? You might not even like it, but y'all tell me what it is. Mary J. Mary J. All right. Mary J. Smoke to it right now.
Don't touch it.
Mary J. Put one in the air.
It's like a celebration every time we fire up. Use a sweet sticky thing, let me tie it up. Put a little resin on you when we ride up. Call the homies for a hit, you ain't tired, huh? You look pretty in your glass piece, so proud. Sometimes we gotta make it quick, cause you're hella loud. I like the way you smell every time you bring the smoke. You's a down ass bitch, now you're no joke. She like a cigarette, everybody get a hit. She like to choke a little something and she kinda thick. She like fire to the tip and she make you trip. She make you roll it front to back when you touch her lips. She like a girlfriend, best friend, side chick. She like fire on that ass when you're driving. She make you bob to the beat when you're riding. She's a down ass chick, call her my bitch. She like a cigarette, everybody get a hit. She like to choke a little something and she kinda thick. She like fire to the tip and she make you trip. She make you roll it front to back when you touch her lips. She like a girlfriend, best friend, side chick. She like fire on that ass when you're driving. She make you bob to the beat when you're riding. She's a down ass chick, call her my bitch. Sometimes we sit and just chill all by ourselves. Sometimes I feel I need is you and nobody else. Sometimes I sneak to see you just to catch a quick breath. Take a little toke and choke and put you back up on the shelf. I see you real sexy, casual, parlay. Sometimes you like to chill, sometimes you like to play. See how you love and feed on every single day. Just know I'll never leave, and I'm here to stay. She like a cigarette, everybody get a hit. She like to choke a little something and she kinda thick. She like fire to the tip and she make you trip. She make you roll it front to back when you touch her lips. She like a girlfriend, best friend, side chick. She like fire on that ass when you're driving. She make you bob to the beat when you're riding. She's a down ass chick, call her my bitch. She like a cigarette, everybody get a hit. She like to choke a little something and she kinda thick. She like fire to the tip and she make you trip. She make you roll it front to back when you touch her lips. She like a girlfriend, best friend, side chick. She like fire on that ass when you're driving. She make you bob to the beat when you're riding. She's a down ass chick, call her my bitch.
Do you? Do you? All right. Well, that was Mary Jane the remix. That's a 420 song. I appreciate y'all with y'all input, man. Oh man, that's hey, all y'all need to do is send me an email. We'll send it to y'all. Y'all can get it on off of the Miss Treasure TV YouTube. It's sitting right there for you. The 420 Mary Jane song. You can download it, all that good stuff. Shout out to the Sultan and Indie House Records for mixing that and mastering that for me. I appreciate y'all. But that was just for y'all, because we're not gonna see y'all and hear y'all, hear from y'all, but y'all can tell us all about what you did. We thinking about going to reggae in the desert or in the park. What we doing? I looked at them tickets though. Them tickets kind of high, man. I don't know if I want to spend $70 a ticket.
When is it?
It's Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it's this.
420.
That don't mean I know. I knew that was supposed to be on 420. Shoot.
So that's right. Chris do be over there DJ. I've seen Chris in his element, man. I've seen Chris in his element DJing with his lights and everything out by the pool. Chris, you thought I forgot about them, huh? Yeah, Chris he be going in. Yeah, man, we gonna do desert reggae in the desert.
You're gonna have to ask me on another day. Right now, I'm like, hell no. But yeah.
See, that's why I ain't bought the tickets, because I was like, the tickets, I guess it was like $35 at first. No, for real, Reggie, Red, stay off the roads. Stay off the roads on 420, because no, actually, hold on, time out.
He live in Atlanta. Don't go nowhere in Atlanta.
But people who are 420 friendly, them the best drivers. They don't get into no accidents.
Nah, man, don't listen to that, Red. Stay at home.
Man.
Take the day off. Don't go to work.
Oh my God.
Get some PTO or some family medical leave or something.
Oh my God. They gonna think you staying home to get high, nigga. Don't do that. They gonna be like, he just stayed home just to engage.
Yeah, he live in Atlanta. Them fools can't drive out there.
He said these folks can't drive. I've seen some unexplained accidents and had some Vegas is dead. The Vegas drivers, man, let me tell you something.
They not Vegas drivers. They're coming from California.
Negative. Because I was about to say, being from Cali, I ain't seen no shit
nah,
like this,
man.
Bro.
Them
This
Cali
is
drivers
ridiculous.
come here to Vegas. We get all the Cali rejects. Well, y'all need to go back the fuck home. How about that?
Wow.
Go home. Go back to that sorry ass governor you got.
Wow.
And that sorry ass fucking state you at.
Wow.
Go back.
Somebody feeling some type of way. Some type of way. But see, if that was the case, then you wouldn't be as happy as you are right now.
That's an anomaly. We talking about facts. We talking about facts. Y'all take y'all asses back to wherever you came from. Like Vegas was a much cooler place before y'all.
Dawn says she agreed. Go home, agree.
Right.
Chris said, ouch. Ain't he going in though? And on that note, thank you for tuning in with The Cure with the Hams. Guess what's happening next week, y'all?
What is it? What's next week?
It's gonna be open forum.
Oh shit! That means y'all get to talk about anything you want to talk about.
Any and everything, boys. So come and chime in with your questions, your answers, your dispositions, all of that. He said, "I'm not going back to Long Beach."
Man,
no, listen. I just came from Long Beach, bro. I ain't going back either. I'm so cool.
I ain't talking about the ones that come to Vegas and have proper voting etiquette and drive on the freeway properly and all that stuff. I'm talking about them ones that come down here with that liberal attitude, and we ain't even finna get into politics, man. But that's what I'm talking about. Is them sorry motherfuckers. It's like the California getting rid of all they sorry people and giving them to us.
Oh, not getting rid of all the sorry people. That's terrible.
Now, if the shoe don't fit, then don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't talking to you.
Right.
So don't be over here in our inbox.
Don't be here crying and stuff later.
Tripping, talking about y'all said what y'all had said about what you had said.
Yeah, man, y'all better calm down.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, check this out. I am Treasure Cheltenham.
She's Treasure Cheltenham, and she's one of the Hams. And I'm Sean Cheltenham, and I'm one of the Hams.
And this is The Cure. Yeah, I fucked it up.
You always fucking it up.
I fucked it up that time. That was the first time I did it. He all excited and happy.
I'm Sean Cheltenham, and I'm one of the Hams, y'all.
I'm Treasure Cheltenham, and I'm one of the Hams.
Yes,
and we are
the
Hams.
The Hams.
And this is The Cure.
This is The Cure, y'all. Y'all chime in every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. See y'all next week when it's open forum. So come with the bullshit because we ready for it.
It's gonna be good, y'all.
Right, play that beautiful bean footage.
And we out.